taking over the world. 7 cities at a time.
It's the takeover.
Hey yo, what up? It's your boy Him Music.
It's your boy DJ Wise. Be sure to tune in to 7 City Legacy Radio.
Each and every Wednesday night from 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come and join the takeover on hiphophighlights.com. First thing first, I want to know what y'all take from being a part of the 7 City region, man. Like, first of all, tell us where you're from. You know, what you represent. You know, let the people know, man.
Well, first of all, our homeboy Prophesy, who's with GKD Records, he ain't in here right now, but you know, he at home listening, or should be. But shout out some love for him.
All right.
Grew up in Green Run, you know.
Green Run.
Green Run.
Home of the Stallions.
Yes, sir.
Bump y'all, I'm Bayside representing, but it's all good. It's all love. It's all love.
It's all good. It's all good now.
Okay. What we got going on as far as the music, man? What projects we promoting? What's coming up next? You know, what we gonna be hearing from y'all today?
We got the show Saturday, October 11th. It's called Rise of VA Legends. We're gonna rock out with some people that we've done business with before, some good artists. And we're going to be celebrating some October birthdays for some family and friends, you know, how we turn up, so we're going to do that.
Okay, so
it'll be dope.
What's some of the names that y'all got on this bill coming up this Saturday?
I mean, obviously, there's Ben Damon, Prophesy, Trace G. We got Flat Bill doing a song. We got Big Meat on a couple songs. Entice, from them, he's with Dimwit and all them. Telly V. So I mean, we got a lot of dope artists coming up.
Cheddar.
Yeah, Mo Cheddar.
Mo Cheddar, man. Mo Cheddar.
He'll be there.
Bars. Representing.
I don't know if this guy gonna be there or not.
Nah, I probably ain't gonna make it out this week. You know, I usually do pretty much every show they do.
Yeah, he there. He'll be there.
I'm stuck in the country this week.
Country boy. They got that good. Him and Prophesy, Shane Dollar and Prophesy got that Country Cousins album coming out soon.
Oh yeah, no doubt. We're gonna talk a little bit about that when we get Shane on the mic. Yeah. So yeah, definitely, man. First time I seen y'all represent, do y'all thing, and full perspective was at Sidelines when y'all did your 1 year anniversary joint.
Yeah,
and I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm like, dang, these cats is really doing it, man. Y'all had that place flooded out, man.
Appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying? So definitely, man. Y'all bring a nice army with y'all everywhere y'all go, from what it looks like.
You know, we might make it look easy, but a lot of hard work goes into that shit. So, I mean, always grinding, letting people know who he is, trying to get them to listen to our music, And then on top of that, we create a no drama environment. If you start causing drama, you get thrown the fuck out. So you gotta keep it kosher so people feel safe.
So sometimes people get thrown out.
Yeah, no doubt, man. I can only imagine, man.
Or just calm down.
But the good thing about y'all, man, y'all don't even need bodyguards, man, because y'all are the rappers / bodyguards, man. You know what I mean? I'm ready to recruit y'all for my offensive line or something, man, like straight up. So I mean, y'all family, y'all blood related or just y'all?
Me and Trace G are Ben Damon. Trace G, we related. He's my older brother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then the rest, they just family. You know what I'm saying?
Did he used to rough you up? You know what I'm saying? Being that he's
he used to try. You know what I'm saying? But
who won more fights as a child?
Well, yeah, he's my older brher. He probably had the upper hand. But we grown folks now, so we don't really. It's all it's bickering now.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up, man. Y'all know y'all be doing little things on the sneak though. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all good though. We'll keep it kosher right now, but I know y'all too big to not get angry with each other, man. You know what I'm saying? But nah, it's all good though. I know it's all love, man. Brotherly love is good, especially when y'all can make music and put your movement together, man. Like I salute that straight up.
We all got strong personalities. Me, him, and Prophesy, man. We grew up for a long time together, so we put our minds together and we get through all the other little bullshit like family, So.
All right, true. No doubt. Shout out to we got some followers in Japan that recently just followed the blog 7citylegacyva.blogspot.com. We appreciate y'all. Konnichiwa and all that good stuff.
Japan.
Yeah, Japan. We on the back with GKD Records. We got Shane Dollar in the building. DJ Wise. VIP, we got Wilson, man, who running the blog. I got my sister on the camera, Adrian Henderson, Adrian Marie, my fault. But yeah, we here. Let's talk about the music we was just listening to, man. What's all that about, man? Y'all sound like a little like y'all crunk, you know what I mean? Maybe I know the crunk era is over, but y'all make me, you know, think that that stuff is coming back. So what's up with y'all?
Just want motherfuckers to rock hard to our music, man.
Right. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty much. I don't like. I kind of get in the mindset, and I don't, you know. I hope I speak for them too. Every song that we do, we get hype as fuck. We try to, you know, go hard on the beat. Try to make it to where no one else wants to ever rap on that beat again, except, you know, maybe 10 years down the road or some shit. And I mean, we just go hard. We want to perform almost every song we do. Right. So that's kind of how we keep it when we're in the booth, you know.
Speaking of performing every song y'all do. There was just recently a show at Retro. You know what I'm saying? No, seriously, let's talk about that. There was a show at Retro. To those of y'all who don't know, those of y'all who don't know what Retro is, the Virginia Beach oceanfront, Atlantic Avenue, the famous, you know, Virginia Beach Strip where tourists come. That's just a hometown thing for us to go, you know. I've been going there since, you know, high school. When you ain't had no money in your pocket, just go post up on the strip, walk up and down. Yeah, you know.
Either it was either that or the abyss.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, you know, now that we're of age to go clubbing and bar hopping, and you know, we're performing and doing our things and doing our own shows and stuff like that. There's a spot called Retro, okay? And at Retro, there was a recent show thrown by TPK. Shout out to TPK. You know, we're doing a show out in West Virginia with him coming up.
Wrong turn.
But but yeah. So at Retro, there were some issues that happened. You know, I know Trez G more than anybody, like, kind of voiced his opinion on what he felt about the show, and like I said, to kind of bring it back to the original topic, y'all did like I swear, man, it was like a 2-hour set. You know, it felt like a 2-hour set.
I think it was about an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Yeah.
Hey,
like,
shout out to you and Wise for staying there and doing everything even after all that shit, man.
We had to, man. So I mean, who want to explain the situation? Because I'm gonna put it on blast if y'all don't do it. So I mean, I'll give y'all the platform to do it. This is 7 City Legacy, man. So we here to talk, man, and discuss what's going on.
We're gonna be real about the shit. So we get a phone call talking about, hey, y'all want to open up for Nappy Roots, yada yada yada. Again, I was like, you know, let me talk to them. We decided to do the shit. They won't promote it at all. The person who promoted, you know, was supposed to be the promoter of the show, didn't promote shit. Performed and left, bounced, like, didn't say shit to nobody. Left us there with, you know, pretty much our crowd anyway, because ain't no one else really bring anybody out there. Like I said, they ain't promoted, and then just kind of, it's a bitch move, you know. You have a show, you're supposed to be hosting, this and that, and then you bounce out on the people that come to your show. That's giving yourself a bad name, and I ain't want to have GKD or our brand affiliated with that shit in any way, except for the fact that we went out our way and went hard and did go the extra mile for the fans, you know, since they took the time to come out to the show anyway, you know. So that and for Retro, and y'all took the time out to come in. So, you know, that's what we do. We just wanted to kind of, I won't say save the show, but, you know, take that shit over. And
yeah, we took it over. We performed all night. I think we was going to like 1:30, 2 o'clock, something like that, you know.
After the ruckus.
After the ruckus, all that, you know. But, you know, it went hard, you know. We went a thing, but, you know, he left. You don't promote, and I was one of the, I put it on the social network. It's like as soon as I was done performing and we left the place, you know, I live 6 blocks from the venue at the beach, so like I was like, yeah, how the fuck do you put a show on and then you leave?
Well, first of all, you didn't promote the show.
Yeah, you know, and
I mean, you got
someone said something about his child being sick, but you still like, you don't say nothing to nobody.
Right.
Like, and so we just took it over. We did our thing, you know. We did a couple of encores, you know, too.
But so. I kind of took it as disrespect because,
yeah, for sure.
You know, you invite us out there knowing who we are and what we do and what we're trying to do for the hip hop community, you know, as a whole, not just for ourselves, because we don't just do this shit for ourselves. People might think that, you know, they get hate on us, whatever the fuck they want to do, but we're doing this shit to give hip hop a better name, to bring the fans back, to come into the clubs, not just for us, because we ain't gonna be doing this shit forever. We're trying to pass this down to the people who deserve it and get rid of all that fuck shit. And this is what we would, you know, put in the category of fuck shit, is what he did. So.
Okay, all right. I mean, if that's how y'all feel, that's, hey, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. You know what I'm saying? So just know, if you put on a show and GKD Records is in the building, you better stay the whole time.
Because we fuck.
They will put you on blast. I mean,
like
literally,
like
put you on blast.
Shane Dollar, he done a lot. He over there sitting in the cut, but man, he done a lot for us. Shane, he look out and he don't leave that shit
on the whole throwing the shows thing. You know what I'm saying? But look. Word on the street is that Shane Dollar left a couple of his shows too. You know what I'm saying? So, how do you feel about that? Being that GKD is, they express it how they don't like promoters who leave their shows. You know what I'm saying?
To be in the parking lot afterwards, but.
But if he do leave, though, I'm gonna say this before he go and say something. When he do leave, if he does have to do something, he comes to someone, or he comes to all of us, and he says something.
Most definitely.
This motherfucker like disappeared, like and everyone.
Bam.
And everyone, like, there was like the couple people that came with him, like they disappeared. You know what I'm saying? But
in Shane's defense, though, you know what I'm saying. I like how you did that shit, because
hey, this is 7 City Legacy Radio, man.
I know,
you know what I'm saying?
Like I said, he said something. He said something.
Yeah, and Shane will delegate the rest of the tasks to someone else. He'd be like, hey man, can you do this? Do you mind doing that? He don't just bounce the fuck out. I mean, when he does leave, it's usually for a good reason. It's not some shit he made up and changed the story 3 or 4 different times about, you know what I'm saying? But we're gonna leave.
See, I know the reason Shane leaves.
Right.
I don't know if everybody else knows. You know what I'm saying?
And he lives in fucking 17 million miles away.
He lives in Bumfuck
in fucking Suffolk.
Now we know.
I've been doing shows here for about 6 years on a regular basis. And I probably left maybe 3 times from a show. And that's because it was like 1 o'clock in the morning and I've got an hour ride home.
Yeah, you don't want to get no
so
deer
what
on
I
the way
do,
back.
like Trace G stated, is I'll go say, I've even done it with Trace G. I've came up to him and said, hey man, I got a long ride, I got to get my kids in the morning or whatever. Do you mind running this for the rest of the night? And that's what I do. But I ain't gonna just up and bounce out, don't tell nobody shit. They like, where's Shane at? You know what I mean?
Right.
I would never do it like that. So when we run a show, we usually have a team of people anyway.
No doubt.
And even this guy that they're speaking on right now, TPK.
Yeah.
I have ran events with him where he knew I was leaving at a certain time, and he was supposed to run the rest of the night, and he dipped out too.
Right.
So I mean, it's unprofessional. And I mean, what else can I say about it? I've stopped doing events with the man. So
honestly, like one of the other things too, like even though he ran that show, any show that I've ever seen him perform at, I can't recall once that I've seen him stay to the end. He might have one time, but he got choked out by the security over at Shaka's.
Go in the towel.
I mean, it's a lot we can talk about shows, but there's certain people who try to do it to just leave it the fuck alone. I mean, we could get into this shit all day because I have a really strong opinion on how shit's supposed to be run versus how it's run today, and how shit's going down, and how the artist is getting taken advantage of, and all this other kind of shit. And it really pisses me off because we promote and we're the artists, so we know both sides of it. And there's money and there's respect and there's notability for everybody involved with this shit.
Right.
And if you can't go outside the lane you're in and still keep the shit that you're supposed to be doing done with purpose, then you shouldn't try other shit. Stick to what the fuck you're good at, or get good at what the fuck you're supposed to be good at, and then maybe take it upon yourself to go outside the lane and try some new shit and bring in different avenues to the game. But you got to get good at one thing before you try everything.
True. So basically, you're saying you can't rap, so why you gonna try to run a show? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's all effort.
It's the gist of it.
It's all effort, dude.
You can't knock nobody for trying to do what they love, man. So respect for that.
Everybody gotta have a dream.
We fuck with the dude, though.
Right.
That's the thing. We fuck with the dude.
Oh yeah, no doubt. That's why I said, first and foremost,
yeah, I mean,
all respect.
It's not easy being an artist and a promoter. It's not easy.
Yeah, it actually sucks.
And a lot of artists fail at being a promoter.
Right.
A lot of promoters fail at being an artist.
And likewise.
Right,
but, I've spent a lot of time doing this, and I've had some really great shows with a lot of people. I've had some really bad shows with nobody. You know what I mean? It's kind of hit and miss, and
so now that we're on that topic, let's talk about some of these shows, man. Like, let's be more specific. Like, I know you did a show. you bring a lot of the old school rappers, or I don't even like to classify them as old school, but they were hot maybe
The legends.
a decade ago, some even 2 decades ago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know you brought people like Nine out here, Razkaz, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I know there was a lot of drama behind the Razkaz situation. You know, matter of fact, we were talking about that with Soul Son last week, you know, how we respect Razkaz, you know, because we know. Yeah. We know what he's contributed to the game, man. But you know, there was probably people involved with the show who was there, you know, who didn't even understand how much value it was to even have him.
I see what you mean by that is the fact that they don't understand what he's done in hip hop. They really couldn't appreciate his music and what he's done. But what I do anytime I do one of these national shows is I put feelers out on Facebook, Twitter, the social networks, and I say, does anybody want to open for this artist? You know, and then they contact me and I tell them the requirements of the show. They've done shows with me, they know that I do that every time like that. You know, this is what the requirements are. And if you say you can do it, then I give you the opportunity. You know what I mean? And that show, you know, a lot of cats that I put on that show, they didn't pull through with their end of the bargain. Right. You know what I mean? Right. And, you know, and there's been many shows where I've lost money by doing that. You know, just giving people a chance because they don't appreciate the opportunity of what's given to them. Yeah, this guy might not be relevant today, but at some point, he's been where all these people want to be in their life. You know what I mean? And he's still getting paid $1,000, $2,000 a night to do a hip hop show when these motherfuckers ain't getting nothing to do a hip hop show. True. So show some respect to this cat. True. He's torn doing this shit. Right. You know what I mean?
Okay. So at the same time, he did disrespect. He did.
Wait, pass the mic. We let him hear what you gotta say.
At the same time, Razkaz did pull some fuckboy shit.
And how do you feel that way? Like, you know, express.
I mean, you know, pulling your phone out when someone had paid to do a feature with, you know, for you, and they trying to do it on stage. You know, if you as a professional don't feel comfortable doing this shit, then just say, hey man, I can't do it this time. It's not a good look. You shouldn't put anything out there that you're not going to be happy with once it's put out there. You know what I'm saying?
Well, let me get some defense on that.
Go ahead.
Razkaz wrote and recorded his verse that day. He had no clue that he was performing that
listen,
song.
You gotta understand what Trez is saying.
Started playing the song, and then called Razkaz on stage in the middle of it. He didn't even know he was performing it.
But that's what Trez is saying. He's like, I guess
then he would have been an asshole for saying I'm not doing it. Then he would have been an asshole again for saying, nah, fuck that, I ain't doing it.
But you don't think that would have been a good moment to be an asshole?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that would have been.
That would have been a good moment.
And him tossing people CDs and shit, and you know the way, you know, like the way he was going about it. And I left, so I don't know the whole entire story, but I do know, you know, from reliable people that he was throwing, you know, local artists shit on the ground. Now,
see, I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying, but.
Hey, maybe he did. I mean, look, the dude ain't my friend or nothing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If he did,
I'm just saying.
If he did, damn. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But hey, DJ Wise, he gonna go into something. We're gonna come back, you know, after the music break, man. Wise, you gonna say something to him?
Yeah, I'm gonna go into some Shane Dollar and some stuff. A little bit of Shane Dollar, Nikolai.
Seth.
Some more GKD. We repping today for VA, so that's what we're gonna do right now. DJ Wise, man. That's all.
No doubt.
That's what's up.
DJ Wise, everybody.
We have 2 projects coming out this year. I got one project coming out that's my own. It's called Legends, and it's featuring Razkaz, Rampage, Bubba Sparks. I got 9 on a record. I got Bizarre from D12 on a record. So I got a lot of, you know, Keith Murray's on a record. I got a lot of hip hop cats that we're where we want to be, you know, and cats that are legends around the world, you know what I mean? And they're still selling records on iTunes and stuff like that. So that's going to be my solo project. It's called Legends. It's going to be probably December. Probably November, I'm looking to drop Country Cousins with Prophesy from GKD, which is a twist on country and hip hop. It's going to be like a mashup of genres.
It's just dope.
Yeah, it's like a it's hoodbillies.
Yeah, hoodbillies. That's just dope.
You know, it's called Country Cousins, you know, and that's the name of the group of him and I together and of the album. And I feel like there's a big market for that. You know, there's a fusion of country and hip hop going on right now. Anyway, you hear a lot of country songs on the radio, like pop, and they got a lot of hip hop fused into it. So why not put the 2 together and really mash it up?
Okay. And these country fans don't even realize it.
Yeah, no doubt, man.
Like, oh yeah, I'm diehard country, but they don't even They don't even realize the aspect behind it.
Right, right. So speaking of the whole country fusion, and kind of tying that with the whole 7 City Legacy brand, we know we got a big producer that came from this area named Timbaland, and you know he's known for putting out the cat Bubba Sparks.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And I know that you have some work with Bubba Sparks, man. Tell us about that relationship, man.
Well, I'll tell you how we met. This is when Twitter was first popping. It first got popular.
So this had been about 08, 09?
Yeah, around that time.
Around that time? Okay.
So I just started tweeting my music to big artists, like guys who were signed, and seeing if anybody would listen to it. And he hit me back like, yo, that's dope, and he retweeted it. So, you know, then I hit him with a private message like, yo, what do you think about working with underground artists and stuff like that? And, you know, he was kind of receptive to it, so we talked a little bit. I booked him for a show out here at Fuego's.
Okay, Fuego, that's Virginia Beach?
Yeah, and that was in 2009. And we brought out about 400 people, first time we brought them here.
Okay.
And we also went to the studio that night and did a record. You know, and after that, we had a relationship since. So I've done 3 songs with him since then. And I've done like 2 or 3 more shows with him. And it's always a great turnout when we bring him out here.
No doubt, man. That's definitely representing in a big way, you know, because I've always been a big Bubba Sparks fan, man. So to see him, you know, be so affiliated with the market, you know.
Yeah, and he's a real humble, really nice
definitely
guy.
real humble.
He chops it up with the fans, with the artists. He shows love.
He stays to
he
the end.
exchanged numbers with these guys.
You see how Ben Damon had to throw that in? He stays to the end. You know, because I know when he came to the Hampton show with Nappy Roots out at the Paradise Club, I mean, he was all chilling, you know what I'm saying, amongst the people, man. And I like that, man. I like that, you know.
That's how you build your fan base.
That's how you stay grounded and continue to be successful in this industry. When you become an asshole, you know, kind of like Keith Murray, you know what I mean? When I brought Keith Murray down here, he showed a side of him that made me not even want to be a fan of Keith Murray anymore.
Yeah, and that's very disappointing, man, you know, because
he's dope.
Yeah, he's dope, man.
He put on a hell of a show. He murdered that show.
He fucking murdered that show. That shit was a blast.
And then he went to the studio afterwards and just turned into a complete asshole. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's unfortunate, but it happens, man. You got to keep it moving, man.
Exactly.
There's one issue I do have to address now that I have all 4 of y'all. What do all 4 of y'all have in common that me, Wise, Wilson, and my sister don't have in common?
We're white?
Exactly. and I'm sure you where I'm going with this. I'm sure where y'all going. Because, you know, one thing about him music, I do pay attention to what goes on in the social media realm, especially dealing with the 7 cities. And I've been seeing a lot of things, you know, coming off as a racial war, you know what I'm saying, as far as people taking things out of context, or people, you know what I'm saying, might be blatantly racist. I mean, I know Shane said dealing with the business aspect sometimes, man, and like, how do y'all feel as white, quote unquote white, because it is just a phenotype, you know what I'm saying, but how do y'all feel as white rappers coming up in a black dominated situation?
I do this shit every day on Facebook. You know,
and that's why I had to bring it up.
Someone's asking me all the time. I look at it like this. I was raised colorblind, you know. I mean, yeah, you know, when you would describe someone and they look similar to the other person what they're wearing, you would, you know, say their color. No, the black one. No, the white one, or whatever. But in hip hop, you know, it's not about color, man. You know, nowadays, even in real life, it's not about color. It's about, you know, something totally different, and y'all are missing the picture. I think it's ignorant as fuck to include a race. You know, you don't think I was uncomfortable stepping on stage the first time with a crowd full of people, you know what I'm saying? And I'm looking, they looking at me like this crazy ass white boy. I had long hair.
What do you mean by a crowd full of people?
Back when there weren't that many white MCs out there, you know. This was
you don't fuck with me because I'm white, then fuck you. You know what I'm saying? And straight up, like, the motherfuckers that we fuck with, the white rappers that we fuck with, that we know, they better than half the motherfuckers in the game. They doing it better than, you know. So like, really, it ain't about white. Fucking Shane Dollar can rap just as good as fucking half the motherfuckers that are around. Whether you white, whether you black, whether you fucking Hispanic.
So you saying it's more about the skill? We don't care.
You know, I don't care what you do, but if you want to disrespect me or my music because of my color, then fuck you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got time for that shit.
So I want to understand, like, what type of issues have rose up being white rappers in this market, you know, especially dealing with the 7 cities. What type of issues do y'all have to go through?
I'll tell you.
Take the mic.
Go ahead.
As far as
I got something after you.
As far as being a rapper and being in a black-dominated industry, being a white person, you know, it's automatically assumed that I'm whack.
Yeah.
Or that I don't, you know, that I'm corny before they even hear me. You know, I've experienced that a lot. And then I get on stage and then everybody's with their jaw dropped. Like,
yeah. They like, what?
You know? So that has been something. And also, I play basketball. So, growing up.
And he plays basketball, y'all.
What's this have to do with black and white?
No, this has a lot to do with
game up, man.
Growing up as being the only white kid in a black neighborhood, and I show up to the basketball court.
Right.
You know, they already.
Because we all know white men can't jump.
That's what
Hey, them motherfuckers are shooting 3-pointer though on that ass.
They think I can shoot, but I'm going to the lane dunking and stuff.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
But
man.
you know, there's stereotypes, but see, there's stereotypes on both ends.
Right.
You know, I see a lot of white guys around here dropping M-bombs all the time and stuff, like it's cool, and I don't support it at all. I never use that word in any of my language. It's disrespectful whether you put an A on it or an ER on it. I don't use it, you know what I mean? And I also have a biracial daughter. You know, she's 13 years old, so I don't want her learning these words and people saying that around her.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Now, when you say biracial daughter, I mean, does she have Latina,
No, she's
Asian?
half black and half white.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. So,
Well, man, she ain't down like the sister girls, all right? But hey, it's all good, man. Go ahead, you good.
but you know, on a business aspect, I face racial situations because I see people saying, "Don't support dollar duplication. Support coastal media. Support black business."
Black small.
Why not just support small business? Don't support black business. Don't support Shane Dollar because I'm white. GKD, don't come work with me because I'm white. Do it because I do good business. Because I'm good people.
And that's pretty much what
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, I hate when people say, you know, let's stand up for people and not just a race. Because that's the only way we're going to come together, is we stand up for people in general. Hip hop is a culture. And it's multifaceted.
No doubt.
Some of the best rappers is all races. You look at the best rappers. You got Biggie, Pop, Jay, Pun, who is Hispanic, Eminem, who's white. You know, hip hop is multicultural. You know,
It is.
so let's not look at it about who's black and who's white. Let's look at it who's whack and who's nice.
Right.
And on that, hold up.
Do you have a round of applause plug-in on somewhere on your board? It's all good though. We'll do it later.
Because all I feel.
Yes.
All I feel. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's all I feel is about hip hop in its essence and what it means to me. So let's do this shit.
Hey yo, we back at 7 City Legacy Radio Show. We in the building right now. That was DJ Wise on the mix, man. I love my DJ, man. Straight up, man. For real, man. Like you got something. You got the juice, man. You got the juice, man. All right, we got GKD Records in the building, man. All right. Something I forgot to ask y'all earlier. You know, what's the members in GKD Records? So y'all are not necessarily a collective. Y'all are actually a label. Artists.
We're a label. GKD Records is the label. And we're all artists, and we do our own stuff, and we do stuff together.
We're solo artists, but we've known each other forever, and we make good music.
Come on, Shane Dollar is still in the building. He was supposed to leave.
He's still here.
30 minutes ago, but he's still here. You don't really want to go back to the country, man.
Hey, yo,
He's fucking on
crash. But straight up, all right, shout out Shane Dollar. But all right, let's get back into the GKD Records thing. So who started this joint?
I mean, I did the paperwork, but we all started it.
Yeah.
I mean,
basically, it was me, Trace G, and Prophesy.
Okay.
We the owners.
Yeah, I mean, we've known each other a long time, like we've been saying. We all did music. We started doing way back in the day, in like 2005. We started doing a mixtape, and we was young. a lot of shit happened. We had a lot of good stuff going for us, but you know, life happens. You know, my brother got shot, a couple people died. You know what I'm saying? So we kind of took a step back.
So when you say your brother got shot, you talking about Ben Damon? You got shot?
Yeah.
Oh, for real? Dang, man. Yeah. I mean, how does that feel, man? Like, can you explain the feeling of getting shot?
Yeah.
I never want to get
that
shot,
shit
bro.
You don't, man. It don't feel good,
You know,
especially when you get hit in the places I got hit. But that shit burns and it hurts, man.
Dang. So like, how was it like a 50 Cent type thing? You got shot 9 times.
9 times, man.
Two bullets,
two bullets. It kind of went on a line, you know.
Right.
Ricocheted and moved around.
Right.
Technically, I got hit in the leg, stomach, and my back.
Man, that's tough, man.
Yeah, that's actually how I got my name, Ben Damon. You know.
Okay.
It was I almost died, man. It was in front of my parents' house too. At that, you know what I'm saying. So like my mom and you know one of my best friend's moms, they pretty much hold me in the yard with you know my brother out there. You know, it happened in front of a lot of people. You know, and you know I fought to stay alive. You know what I'm saying, and I was hard headed when the thing. It was like an attempted robbery thing, little random thing, and I was just hard headed because I ain't a bitch.
So explain to me more of the bit. So exactly how did you get?
Well,
how does Ben Damon
I was in the hospital and I was in intensive care. You know, like I got induced into a coma. I was in a coma for 2 days. Bullets pierced my lungs, put a hole in my diaphragm. Broke the ribs on my right side, almost hit a main artery in my leg. I had over 70 staples, stitches, all that craziness. But I lived through it, so they put me in the hospital under a fake name, basically in case it was like a hit type thing.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? In case they was like, oh, this dude lived, we got to go finish him off type thing, you know? So it was like a protection thing, and it was a fake name that was given to me in the hospital by just some random nurse, doctor, or whoever.
That's deep.
Yeah,
you getting this, Wilson?
Yeah, like
yeah, no doubt.
When I woke up, you know what I'm saying? You know, when I woke up, I had my wristband said Ben Damon. Like the doctors and the people are calling me Ben Damon. Like the doctors didn't even know my real name. So like I'm not even answering them. Like who the fuck's Ben Damon type shit, you know? And my mom was like, you know, his real name's this, and they're like, then they started talking to me, so I responded. But basically, all you know, my wristband, hospital papers, everything, basically was Ben Damon. So I just kind of carried that along. Was like, you know.
See, I thought you was about to tell me that Ben Damon came from like a movie or something that starred Ben Affleck and Matt Damon. Because you know, friends and stuff.
See, I think the nurse might have had the hots for them motherfuckers or something. She liked them motherfuckers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, Ben Damon, man. I must have reminded her or something. I'll be silent.
Hey, it's all good, man. But hey, that's a blessing to hear that you're still here after that. I would have never, you know.
Appreciate that. Yeah.
That's why, you know, you got to talk and ask questions, man, because you never know certain situations that people been through, man. So I salute you for even being here right now and surviving that situation.
I appreciate it, man. It was crazy. It was crazy. I definitely fought to stay alive.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Definitely got to give praises to the Most High for still being here, man.
Oh yeah.
But so GKD Records, man, y'all. Tres G, Ben Damon. I'm assuming y'all were the first front runners of the group.
It was pretty much Prophesy, me, Jordan. You know, we started taking the music seriously again. You know, like out of the blue one day. You know, it was just we always loved music. You know, it was always part of our life. Like I can't if the music's on, you can't even talk to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I zone out. But we were just like kind of all sitting there like, damn, you know, we went to a show or two and we just saw how whack and how, I mean, ridiculous these people sounded. We was like, man, we could do way better than this shit. And then, you know, we kind of talked about it and I was like, well, let's just start a label. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, all right, let's do it. So I went and did all the paperwork, research, you know, started the corporation. We all three own it, you know, equally. We got some shares put away that we're going to open up for new artists and shit to come in. They got stuff to contribute once they prove themselves, but you know, it's gonna be us running it, you know, so that way we vote on everything gets done.
Okay.
You know.
So other than Ben Damon, Tres G, and Seth Prophesy, who else is affiliated with GKD Records?
Flat Bill.
Flat Bill. Okay, we got Flat Bill in the studio.
Say what's up, Flat Bill. You quiet over there.
What's up, y'all?
All right, so Flat Bill, man. What? Tell me the other members real quick, and then we'll talk to Flat Bill.
Big Meat. We had another member.
Big Meat.
Yeah, Big Meat.
I won't call him that. I just call him Meat. I don't call him Big Meat. I'm like, you spicy.
And that's his that is his BMI registered name. You know
well, I mean, whatever pays the bills, but like, yo, what up, BM?
I call him
that
Meat.
sounds like
Meathead or some shit like that. I won't call him Big Meat. Never have.
Oh, wow.
I don't feel comfortable. I feel like I get raped every time I say that shit. Like, hey, yo, Big Meat.
Eventually,
you want to do a song, Big Meat?
Eventually,
he wants to change his name, but he ain't done any music with us in a while. He's been, doing other things, so. He has to step up with that music shit, or he's not gonna have nothing to offer us soon, man.
You know what? Let's talk no more about Big Meat. What's some of the other names in the joint?
I mean, right now that's it. I mean, there's a couple other people that's been trying to get down. Okay. Some of it, is more political that stopped it, or and just kind of having things worked out. It's almost like NFL trying to sign a contract.
I got you.
So I mean, there's a lot behind the stuff.
I actually turned down a couple NFL contracts.
We all know how that goes.
I mean, I'm just you know how long them things can take to go through. I mean, especially when you're starting a business, you got to have bylaws. If you're doing a corporation, you got to have everything in order. Because you're going to get a whole shitload of mail and you're not going to know what it is unless you pay attention. True. You got to keep up with it, or you're going to, someone else is going to own your music and you won't even know it. So it takes a lot of effort to do that. I mean.
Okay, so let's talk a little Flat Bill, man. How long you been with the GKD Records movement, man?
Probably about a year now.
About a year?
About a year.
Okay, all right. So I assume that was shortly after y'all started it.
Yeah, we've been going for about a year and a half now. So
okay,
yeah, it was shortly after that.
So you hopped on the wave in due time.
I was kind of around when discussion of the whole record label.
You agree around here too?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
To the everybody listening that's not from the Virginia Beach region or 7 cities, Green Run is a section of Virginia Beach. So
Green Run's for hustlers.
Green Run is for hustlers. There are some hustling dudes,
Home
man.
Plexico.
Plaxico Burrs,
Pharrell Williams.
Nah, he ain't Green Run.
Oh, he ain't Green Run. He VB though.
He was there for a year.
Who went there?
Dennis Robinson.
I'm shocked.
Really?
Robinson, yeah.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah, David Robinson. Yeah, he is.
I'm just not finding.
He went to my elementary school teacher was David Robinson's.
I did not know that until now.
Yeah, that's just crazy.
I'm gonna put the plug in for my man Wilson. He runs our blog, man, and shout out to the folks that was in Japan, man. Like that really is following our blog right now, man. Like that's big to me right now, man. That's big to everything, man. Konnichiwa, man. They is tuning into what's going on in the 7 cities. In the 7 cities market, man. So y'all check that out. 7 City Legacy VA.blogspot.com. And last thing I want to do is give a plug in. If y'all like what y'all hearing and y'all support the movement, we have a campaign going on because we want to really get this thing across the world. So we need money for marketing and advertisement. So we got a campaign going on booster.com/7 City Legacy. That's booster.com, BOOSTER.com/7 City Legacy.com. We got hoodies for sale that say 7 City Legacy Radio Show. And the proceeds that come with those hoodies goes to our advertising and marketing campaign. So we would appreciate y'all if y'all go check that out and support us. GKD Records. We hope y'all put in a plug too. You know what I'm saying? And we got hoodies that go all the way up to 6X. You know what I'm saying? I see you got the hoodie on, and it'll look a lot doper if it say 7 City Legacy on your chest, man.
Let me see that hoodie. Let me see that hoodie. Hey, but it's all good.
No doubt, man. But hey, I appreciate having y'all in here. And we're gonna get ready to close this thing out.
No
Peace to y'all.
Salute.
7 City Legacy.
Hip hop, hip hop.
Till next time.
VA,
We love y'all. Peace.